the Sheikh. Now, in a minute, we will have the adhan, the first adhan. And in the meantime, our Honorable Excellency, the Prime Minister of Malaysia has arrived, Datu Seri Anwar Ibrahim. Takbir! Allahu Akbar! Takbir! Takbir! Allahu Akbar! Ahlan wa sahlan. Marhaban bika, Doctor. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا الله.
الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له عوجا. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، له الملك وله الحمد، يحيي ويميت وهو على كل شيء قدير. وأشهد أن سيدنا محمد عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أما بعد، فيا أيها المسلمون، أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله، فقد فاز المتقون. أيها الإخوة, brothers and sisters, is always we use the khutbah to appeal for the renewal of faith, reaffirmation of faith and moral values. قال الله تعالى: وتكن منكم أمة يدعون إلى الخير ويأمرون بالمعروف وينهون عن المنكر وأولئك هم المفلحون. This stems from our faith, our yaqeen, reaffirmation that is required, because we are busy, we are distracted, we are sometimes complacent, sometimes even foolish. So the occasion to remind is an occasion to get us to uplift our spirits, reignite our souls. And a very pertinent advice from Sayyidina Umar Khattab Allahu Anhu, when he was asked, what is taqwa? It is a state of preparedness, a state of readiness that you cannot neglect, you cannot be weak, you cannot forget. It's like walking in the middle of the night, in the dark, in a path full of thorns. You forget, you are careless because there are many challenges. And certainly in New York is a busy place. It is a competitive place. It is a worldly place. There's not a problem or an issue. You are reminded, as is the call, the Quran, that you can succeed if you are continuously in the position of preparedness. And I commend, of course, Islamic Center of New York, multiracial, from all walks of life, and it has emerged. Why I've decided to come here? Because I've heard about it. I've followed the programs, education, da'wah. It is dynamic. It is innovative in da'wah. Innovative da'wah of mutability, al-mutaghayyir. Meaning, you understand the society, you understand the challenges. You're not dealing with some conservative groups in some Muslim countries. You are in the midst of a very dynamic, challenging situation. I commend, of course, the Kuwaiti brothers who is supportive of some of the programs. For what purpose? Is to strengthen the unity in the brotherhood. Because after all, in spite of all the divisions, quarrels, civil wars that you find among Muslims, the call has always been to consistently remind us, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ فَأَصْلِحُوا بَيْنَ أَخَوَيْكُمْ وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ. That brothers must be reminded that they have a duty in life. And when they find weaknesses, it is love and compassion. Many of us in da'wah face sometimes challenges and lose our patience. Dying, we are all du'at. That's why the call for goodness, for da'wah, the call to do good, to respect humanity, ihsan and rahmah and compassion, is a call to every single Muslim. Udu'u ila sabili rabbika bil hikmah wal maw'izatil hasanah wajadilhum billati hiya ahsan. Those who call for da'wah must always be reminded that there are procedures, there are methods, qawa'id, fiqhiyah. How you do da'wah is not just to cause mischief, to lose your patience, but to do it with wisdom. And it is pertinent to understand this call by the Quran, in the Quran, so many times, bil hikmah wal maw'izatil hasana wajadilhum billati hiya ahsan. 3 times repeating, reminding all Muslims in the call for da'wah, it must be with wisdom, not information, not knowledge, but hikmah. There are three levels. In these days and age of digital technology, full of information. But information is not knowledge. You move up the ladder, you become knowledgeable. But not all knowledge promotes goodness. That is why the term is hikmah. And knowledge, I remember reading the call to knowledge by Ali bin Abi Talib radhiyallahu anhu. When asked about knowledge and love for scholarship, you must continue to learn and love knowledge and ilm. His reply was, Lazzatul ma'rifah. Wallahi, such wisdom from the words of Ali. Lazzat means the best of taste, the best of food, the best you can find. That you become really entranced by that level and quality of knowledge. And ma'rifah, because it's the highest level of understanding. That is why in the Malaysian experience where I come from, when you see what you call Islamophobia, I addressed the United Nations this morning, and I say, why this racism? Why this intolerance? My country is a multi-religious country. We are Muslims. We promote Islam. We tolerate religious practices of the Hindus and the Christians and the Buddhists and the enemies. I name you. We all have it. Why is it that there is so much ignorance, impatience, enmity, including the unfortunate case of the burning of the Quran in Sweden? You know what is our response? They burn one Quran. I give an instruction that our government print 1 million Quran, including thousands of copies in the Swedish language, to be sent to all centers and universities and colleges and, if possible, schools in Sweden. You can reject if you choose to, but please do take a look and understand, not fight out of ignorance. And I popularized this idea promoted by a Brazilian scholar when he said, it's not a clash of civilization. It's not a hatred of others through knowledge and understanding. It is a clash of ignorance of the jahil towards others. And it is also a reminder to us Muslims. You condemn others for their ignorance towards you. Please don't repeat that mistake. Muslims have also to appreciate, understand, and tolerate the others. That is the position, but it's interesting, alhamdulillah, in the Malaysian experience and context, we were able to continue printing 1 million in all languages, including Bengali. Because I know there are many Bengalis here. So, that's the way we counter this facade, this ignorance, this weakness, and through knowledge and understanding. So, brothers and sisters in Islam, let us use this occasion, the opportunity you have. It's an interesting contradiction when you see Western societies in America. You still have the freedom. You still have the opportunity to promote what you believe is right. And you have to do so with wisdom, because Muslims must set a very good example in akhlaq, of course in their faith, in their akhlaq, in their knowledge, and in their level of sophistication or sophisticated understanding. قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهُ وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَكُمْ وَاللَّهُ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. بارك الله لي ولكم بالقرآن العظيم ونفعني وإياكم بما فيه من الآيات وذكر الحكيم وتقبل مني ومنكم تلاوته إنه هو السميع العليم. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمين وعلى آله وأصحابه الطاهرين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا محمدا عبده ورسوله الداعي إلى رضوانه. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد فيا أيها الناس اتقوا الله أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله وطاعته لعلكم تفلحون. Brothers and sisters in Islam, you know, we try to always promote these ideals. So my limited experience in Malaysia, when they ask, what is your vision? What is your concept? What is the philosophy of development and growth in my country? Then I said, Madani. Because the city of Medina, after the hijrah of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam from Makkah al-Mukarramah to Yathrib, named Medina al-Munawwarah, because the city of Medina became a prime Madani civilization and served as an epicenter of Islam, where there is the mosque, La Masjidun Ussisa ala Taqwa, a difference between that mosque, viable, active, vibrant, and a mosque with ill intentions, dhiraran wa kufran. But remember, Medina society is a society par excellence. It is ecumenical because it's not a normal society. It is a society with economic fundamentals, with education, with trade and business, but it is a city and society with values, promoting goodness. It is not an ordinary society talking about growth, sustainability, digital transformation, or climate change. Yes, these are important traits and policies. But the difference is it is a society based on faith and moral values. It is a society that promotes understanding, knowledge, and more importantly, values of humanity. وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ. It's a society that promotes ihsan and compassion and rahmah. A society that can build and unite essentially the Ummah, Muslim Islam, and the Madinah community of all religion and race. That's why we say it is based on the spirit of the Hadith Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Itqan fil amal. It's a city and a community which is not ordinary, which is not average, but it is based on a desire to improve ourselves. We ask you, this week you have that knowledge. What about next week? The same knowledge. Next month, the same knowledge. Next year, the same understanding, the same book, the same hadith, the same Quran. There's no itqan fil amal. You expect things to change. We expect digital transformation. Why we don't transform ourselves? So there is a difference, striving for excellence. That's why in the surah, when the Quran talks about ummatan wasata, it's not average, it's not mediocrity. It is striving for excellence in a moderate, in the spirit of moderation. وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا لِتَكُونُوا شُهَدَاءَ عَلَى النَّاسِ وَيَكُونَ الرَّسُولُ عَلَيْكُمْ شَهِيدًا. It's the beauty of calling Muslims as ummah that practice understanding and moderation. Not moderation into mediocrity. We worry because when people translate ummatan wasata, average, moderate. No, ummat wasat must be striving for excellence in faith, in akhlaq, in education, in technology, in sciences. That is the Muslim community, not the average, not mediocrity, but excellence. That's why a learned scholar, a sheikh of mine from the United States, originally Palestinian, I remember Marhum Ismail Farouqi, when he talks about Madinah, he says, par excellence, not ordinary, not average. You can find communities like that in the past or afterwards, because it is a community based on faith, moral values, integrity of man, good character, but very focused on economic survival. Abu Rahman bin Auf, very focused on knowledge, as Mus'ab bin Umair and Abdullah ibn Maktum before the Hijrah. There's also the spirit of community. The mosque becomes vibrant with classes, with knowledge, with learning Quran and meeting to uplift the standards of the community. Because a mosque is central. That's why I have to reiterate my admiration to the committee here to use the mosque as a center for education, for knowledge, for da'wah, other than of course man amana billah wal yawmil akhir wa aqama as-salah wa ata az-zakah wa lam yakhsha illa Allah. But that's the criteria of a successful mosque already linked in the Quran. Let us therefore summarize what is the spirit of Madinah, that we call Madinah, Madani, nation or society, is to promote understanding, to focus on knowledge, to champion the cause of the people, not to talk about sustainability and economic growth and allow for groups being ignored and marginalized and poor, not to talk about change that benefit only the top elite, the ruling clique and their families. There is a difference in Islam, that governance means protecting every single citizen in your society. Governance means to protect those, the poorest amongst you, the minority among you, the marginalized, that essentially make the Madinah society and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and what we try and strive in the Madani society, the ingredients, the positive ingredients of Islam. So let us therefore remember this simple message here, because we will be asked the following week, inshallah, we still survive and keep well and come back to the mosque for Jumu'ah prayers. And if I were the Imam, I will then ask, from last week, did we improve a little in our understanding? Did we improve a little extra in our prayers? Did we give a bit more sadaqah? Did we learn a bit more on technology or on digital technology? Because a Muslim, dynamic Muslims actually will have to strive par excellence to improve from our performance this week. That is the difference. Not only to judge others, but to judge ourselves. May Allah give us the strength and the commitment. قال الله تعالى إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وعلى أنبيائك ورسلك وملائكة المقربين اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار عباد الله إن الله يأمرنا بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي ويعظكم لعلكم تذكرون واذكروا الله العظيم يذكركم واشكروا على نعمه يزدكم ولذكر الله أكبر.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا